Hey guys, so welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the next 7 days for Taurus placements. So if you have Taurus as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything you need to know about myself, the reading and the channel can be found in the description box below. If you guys are interested in membership, there's a link in the description box below with all the information that you need. And thank you to my current members. You guys mean a great deal to me, so thank you for your continuous love and support. So we're going to get into your reading now. This is the Modern Witch Tarot that we're using today. So angels of love and light, could please have clear and concise messages for Taurus placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node. What do they need to know in regards to the next 7 days from whenever they come across this reading? What are the current energies for the next 7 days? What do they need to know? Please and thank you. What do they need to know? Please and thank you. 2 more shuffles, guys, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your reading. So thank you for your patience. Okay, what's going on? Okay, extra card, and I feel this one on top as well wanting to come through. So we have 2 additional cards. The Emperor, Aries energy. Taurus, your energy coming through with a Hierophant. How powerful is this? Gosh, with the Hermit, Virgo energy. 3 major arcana in 3 cards. That is a very strong start indeed. Okay, guys, so you see all this red? I feel like that's coming through very strongly for me. Now, the red indicates passion. It represents the root chakra here, so it also represents like this kind of strong masculine energy as well. We have masculine and feminine energy within all of us, but I feel like there's something going on right now. I do believe that astrologically we have Mars in Taurus, so it's not necessarily in its home sign. It was in its home sign of Aries, or one of them for that matter, but now it's in Taurus. So I feel like slow and steady wins the race, okay? So you have been making a lot of progress in all areas of your life, and I feel like a big part of why you've been making so much progress is the amount of work that you have been doing on yourselves, especially in regards to your healing, especially in regards to your spiritual journey, your spiritual path here. I feel like you are kind of putting that crown back on your head in the realization of this authority, this autonomy, this sovereignty, and you're realizing that you're actually a much bigger deal than you may have previously felt or thought that you was at one point. And you are coming through in this position of power as someone who is very strong, someone who has their ish together, someone who is very much in control of their life right now, control of their destiny in some aspects, right? You know, you're controlling of certain things that you can and then releasing what you can't. I feel like there's this really lovely energy of kind of going with the flow, but then also taking action as well, like this masculine feminine energy within you coming into union and having this balance of the two. And you kind of utilizing of this energy right now is really paying off for you big time. Okay, I also feel that you guys have done so much of your kind of shadow work here. You've been looking at certain aspects of yourselves that you may have not necessarily wanted to, but you felt like, I have to face my fears, I have to get deeper into this sense of knowing more about myself, the reason why I am the way that I am, why I do things the way that I do, how did I manage to have these certain lessons that came to pass in regards to my life journey, what have these things taught me. And I feel like you're getting ready, or you soon will be in a position and place to, I'm hearing, impart your wisdom, right? Impart your wisdom on others, to help others on their own paths, especially in regards to your spirituality here. I feel that some of you may be religious, okay? Or if you are religious, you could be someone who's very spiritual as well. Yeah, 555 on my time as I say that. So I feel like that is definitely a confirmation for someone. But there is change coming in, okay? There is big changes coming through, a big breakthrough happening. And I feel like this has got to do with a lot to do with your security, your stability here. I'm picking up on your independence, okay? I feel like you've been in the shadows for far too long. You've been in this hermit mode and you're ready to step out and strike out. Okay. And I'm hearing takes what's yours, right? But you're also open and receptive to certain blessings that are coming your way as well. So I feel like there's this sense of drive coming from you, which is very strong. You know, you guys have your eyes on the prize. You have of certain things that you're wanting to, I'm hearing, co-create with the universe. And you are people that have this very strong capability, ability, I'm wanting to say, to manifest. Now, even though the magician card isn't here, I wouldn't be surprised if it did potentially come through in the reading at some point, right? And I feel like you have all the tools at your disposal right now, and you're just kind of learning how to utilize of these certain tools in certain ways to bring in what it is that you're wanting at this time. Okay. So not much is getting in your way at the moment right now. Okay. I'm hearing, so watch out for Taurus, right? Okay, what's going on, guys? What else? Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune just flew out, guys. I mean, come on. You're on the right track. You're on the right path. You have some really wonderful things coming through for you. This good fortune, okay? And you fought hard to get this, right? With the Seven of Wands, but I'm hearing that you've earned it as well, right? No more trying to survive. You're going to be getting in this energy of thriving, getting ready to receive abundance and blessings. The universe has been testing you, right? And I know that sounds kind of, like, oh gosh, well, I've already been through so much as it is. I mean, how many more tests can I go through? But you've taken everything with those tests and you've taken it in your stride, and you've learned and you've grown, you've evolved every single time that you've gone through something very significant, and you've just up leveled and glown in some sort of way, like glown, that's not even a word, but I'm getting that, like, there's something whereby you're just changing and transforming in this really beautiful way. And I'm hearing you got the full backing of your spiritual team here, the universe, the ethers, right? Sagittarius energy coming through. I feel that you have some very strong spirit guides, or guardian angels, or the angels, whoever you resonate with, has got your corner, okay? They've got your back, and I'm hearing that they're taking care of certain things behind the scenes for you right now that you intuitively know and you pick up that are probably going on, okay? But you're going to gain, I'm getting clarity, you're gaining clarity soon about certain situations, but the wheel is turning in your favor. It absolutely is. What's going on for Taurus? Oh, that wanted to come through. Oh, and that one. Okay, Six of Swords. What did I just say about how you have your spiritual team kind of there backing you, making sure that things are working out in your favor? This is somebody who's like an ally. You have many allies looking out over for you, making sure that you're moving into calmer waters and that things are progressing very nicely for you too, with the Ace of Pentacles. Amazing. You are on the track to abundance. This is like jackpot energy to me. So there could be some unexpected resources of finances coming your way. 1010 on my timer as I say that. So you could be seeing lots of 1010s. Okay. And I'm picking up on 111 as well as, right, with the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water placements may be significant, potentially Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius coming through as well. Yeah, you are loved. You are very much loved here, or you're realizing how loved that you are, okay, by the universe. And everything that you have been doing up until this point, you're going to be rewarded, okay? You're going to be rewarded. You're going through a transitional phase in your life right now. You've been juggling the best that you can to keep up with whatever, demands I'm hearing that you've had on your life. And you've been doing a really great job. A really great job. Yeah, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through. There were certain things that you wanted to take action on in the past, but you may have felt like you weren't able to. Those particular things that you've wanted to take action on, you will be able to do this here with the Nine of Pentacles. So I definitely get this sense of your finances, okay? So if you've wanted to invest in a business, in your career, in yourself, in your health, if you've wanted to move or relocate, or if you've wanted to be able to get a new home, whatever is being deemed important to you at this time, you're going to be able to have what you need relatively soon to be very self-sufficient here with that Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing success breeding success. I'm hearing the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns into gold. Okay, but I feel like with everything that you have been doing, you've been from such a pure, wholesome place. It's been coming from such a pure, wholesome place. 12:12 on my timer just a few moments ago as I said this. So I feel like you guys, have done of everything the best that you can, right? With the sense of goodness in your heart, okay? Not wanting to deem harm on others or anything like that. You've been just kind of pushing on through here, and you're going to be rewarded very handsomely in your material world so that you can have this next kind of chapter opening up for you in your life and your new beginning here with the full Aries energy. How beautiful is this? There have been certain risks that you have been wanting to take, okay? And they're calculated risks, but they'll work out. Well, I'm hearing work out, okay? They'll work out. If you've been wanting to pay off certain debts, certain bills, or even just to treat yourself to a few days away on a holiday or a break or something like this, you soon will be able to do of this. Really lovely. Guys, Four of Wands just flew out. What did it fly out with? Seven of Swords. Interesting. You see how this was like underneath? So I knew there was two cards there, but wasn't sure which one it was. Okay, and the Seven of Swords, a card that's actually deemed to be relatively sneaky. Okay, like someone is kind of trying to get away without being noticed. Okay, so some of you have dealt with some sneaky individuals in your life that have tried in some sort of way to prevent this movement forward for you to receive of this sense of peace and stability in your life. These karmic energies or karmic individuals, okay? And I'm hearing they're being dealt with. They're being dealt with, so don't worry about it. And also, when you have this stroke of luck coming in for your life, and I'm hearing that it's not just luck because it's the sense of the work that you've been putting in for yourself, the healing and everything else, others will deem it to be, oh, you just had a lucky break, when that's not the case whatsoever, because it was very evident that you have been doing, I'm hearing, a ton of healing work on yourself. You have grown and evolved so much, okay, to the point whereby it's just time for you to be receiving your blessings. I'm hearing beauty for your ashes so that you can rise up in the way that you always knew that you were meant to. And I'm hearing thrive, okay? So when certain things come in for you, some very good things, it's very important that you keep quite a bit of this to yourself, okay? Don't kind of be shouting it from the rooftops as soon as you receive of something, or if you do receive some extra money or resources or what have you, okay? People are going to be asking you for handouts, that's for sure. Or they're going to say something along the lines of, you owe us for this or you owe us for that, what have you. And it's important that, fair enough if you do owe people for certain things, right? But make sure that you have yourself set up in a way that you're needing to, or do of certain things strategically, is what I'm picking up on, before kind of letting everybody else know that you've come into, I'm hearing, some money that is potentially very life changing for yourself and will allow you to get to this next level in your life to start this new chapter that you have been wanting to take, right? So just letting you know, because there will be kind of this thief energy around you, right? So just be cautious about that. That's what I'm getting told. Okay, lots of cards are wanting to come through. Found it difficult to pick up my cards as I say that. With the Queen of Pentacles, are you effing kidding me, guys? There's your energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, you're going to be coming into some big money, or you're going to be able to move, to relocate, to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do. And you will have people, and they're kind of prying eyes, seeing that something's a little bit different about you, especially if you were to receive of certain things, okay? And they're going to be like, well, why are they glowing? What's going on with them? There's something a little bit secretive about this person. How come they don't kind of, you know, spend as much time with us anymore? Or how come they're not doing this, that, and the third anymore? It's because you're going to be very fertile here, okay? Now, obviously, in the sense of fertility, I'm not necessarily talking about pregnancy here, guys. I'm just getting that you guys are getting ready or reaping in some major rewards for yourself that are getting ready to harvest. And it's important that you kind of protect your assets, I just heard. Protect your assets, protect your energy is what I nearly tried to say as well. Because look, with the Ten of Cups, as I break up the deck, you're going to have many eyes on you because you're going to be very, very happy here, emotionally fulfilled, but also there will be certain things that are getting paid off for you that you have been wanting to pay off. And, you know, you're going to have people, I'm getting that, are going to be a little bit greedy. I just heard greedy guts, okay? Um, People that are going to be a little bit greedy with you, okay? Just so that you know. And it's important to set your boundaries with certain individuals. I'm being told to put that back. If it comes out again, it comes out again. What's to go underneath this Wheel of Fortune, please? Thank you. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Like, what did I say to you? Being able to leave off certain people, places, and things in the past, and you're moving on to a new chapter that's going to give you that sense of fulfillment. If I can talk, guys. We just saw the Ten of Cups. But to get to the Ten of Cups, you have to go through all the cups, and you have been doing of that. And with the Eight of Cups, going to move on to the Nine of Cups, where your wishes are going to be fulfilled very soon. And it's going to allow you to get into this Ten of Cups energy. And look, with the Six of Pentacles, you're going to receive whatever it is that you need to be able to move on, because the timing will be right for you, because you're getting into alignment, okay? And this alignment brings in this sense of big changes coming in for you, right? You may not necessarily see how, when, why, where it's coming from, okay? But that doesn't necessarily matter. What matters is that you know and have this sense of trust and faith that everything is working out for you in your highest good, and also the highest good around for others, okay? But predominantly for yourself, right? As you're closing certain karmic cycles in your life that have been very challenging. What's to go underneath here with the Six of Swords? I mean, we have two energies here that pretty much like emulate is a word. Emulate the same thing. I believe that's what it means. But we have you mentally moving on and emotionally moving on, okay? Leaving certain things in the past and new energy coming in for you. And it's going to bring in a lot of confidence, okay? A lot of confidence. What's to go underneath this Six of Swords here, please? Because whatever you've been dealing with hasn't really been ideal, but you've done the best that you can, and you've make do with the best that you can with what you've got. But look, what did I just say about a transitioning phase? You're transitioning from one place to another. These people are moving from one place to another, and you have, you know, been met with some pretty choppy waters here, guys. Maybe your emotions have been a little bit over the place, which is kind of a bit unlike you guys. So you may have been feeling like you've been in uncharted territory for a little while, but things are going to be settling and getting easier for you. As I say that, there's your energy with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We just saw the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're getting very grounded, very stable, entering into this new era of your life where you're going to have a lot of richness in your life, and not just materially with wealth, but you can be rich in all areas of your life. And I feel like you are slowly but surely getting there, okay? And that's it. With the full Aries energy, you're going to have your new beginning. You're taking this leap of faith, whatever you're being guided to at this moment in time, to let go of whatever happened in the past, whatever you learned in the past. Just kind of recognize that everything you went through was to make you stronger, to make you more resilient. Yeah, the Chariot, Cancer's energy. It's only a matter of days, I do believe, that we're going to be in Cancer season. And I feel Cancer season is going to be very significant for you guys, okay? The number 7 coming through, I do also pick up on July. Especially in July, there is something that's happening whereby your life from July and that next year, I'm hearing, is going to be pretty groundbreaking for you. Okay, so don't stress with the 9 of Swords. Okay, I know you've dealt with many sleepless nights, especially in regards to your career and your finances, maybe in regards to love, but you're able to put that in the past. Okay, yeah, with everything is fine. You've been doing your best to kind of keep a smile on your face, maybe to try to make sure that others don't worry about you or what have you. As I say that, there's your energy, Taurus, with the Hierophant. Now, guys, out of nowhere, it has just really started to heavily pour with rain, okay? And water is to do with your emotions. So, you have been experiencing emotions, like I said before, that may have felt a little bit like, chaotic or just very unusual for you, okay? But you're able to kind of work through all of those. Guys, more emotions here with the Moon card. Pisces energy. This is somebody who's emotionally vulnerable. This is somebody who, struggles with things in private. And you have done. And look, with with the devil, Capricorn energy, you have dealt with a lot of negativity, psychic attacks, spiritual warfare, karmic energies. And it's taken a lot for you to kind of work through everything that you've gone through and to distance yourself from people, places, and things, or maybe certain habits, addictions, what have you. But your ships are coming in. And the only reason that things have been more difficult as of recently, and you felt like it doesn't seem to matter how much work I'm putting in, and I feel like I'm going backwards, right? Is because you're literally at the finish line and you're about to cross over the finish line, and there's these kind of more low vibrational energies or people around you that are, I'm hearing, trying to prevent you from having that movement forward. As I say that again with the devil coming through. But you are moving on forward because these other energies or these people, what have you, have wanted you to be in this position and state here with the 5 of Pentacles, struggling, feeling as if, things are never going to be improving in your life, feeling as if you're always going to be stuck, or feeling as if you're always going to be trapped in a certain scenario, or that you're not going to have the movement forward or your new beginning. But you are having of those things, as we clearly saw earlier on in the reading. And the universe, the divine, the angels, God, whoever you resonate with, is taking care of everything. And now that's not mean to say that you are to not kind of do of anything. Obviously it's important to take a rest if you feel guided to take a rest, but even if you're still making slow and steady progress, it's still progress in the right direction. So keep kind of just persevering. Just keep going, I'm hearing. Things are working out for you. What's to go underneath this King of Wands, please and thank you? Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 5 of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords, everything is fine, 4 of Pentacles, and the World with the 2 of Cups, interesting, and the 10 of Cups. Gosh, that rain is so heavy. Wow. It may be raining a lot where you guys are. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, we're halfway through June and it feels like we're in autumn rather than getting close to being in summer. But anyway, um, look, you may have people coming forward towards you, right? That owe you an apology. Now, obviously, it's going to be down to you whether you accept of this particular apology or these apologies. You know, it's your right to do whatever you feel fits or is best for you. Okay. Now, this could be in areas of love, or it could be to do with work or friends or family members or people that you knew from your past kind of reappearing back into your life, like maybe even old kind of love connections who can see that you are changing and transforming and glowing up in some type of way, and they want to kind of catch up. You know what to do with these people. Obviously, it's none of my business, so it's obviously down to you. But I know that for a lot of you with these people, especially if there was unhealthy, relationships or one-sidedness or sense of control or manipulation or abuse or what have you, obviously stay way clear of these people. Okay, don't even give them the light of day. You know, don't give them the light of day. I don't condone, those types of relationships at all. So just making that very clear. But I feel like you are someone, okay, who has a very big heart, a very pure soul. You are someone who's very giving, very generous. When anybody else is in trouble, okay, it's like you are someone that wants to come through and save the day. You want to be there of assistance and help. But 9 times out of 10 that you have done of this, you haven't necessarily received the recognition or the appreciation or the gratitude from others with you doing of this. And that has meant at times that you have sacrificed yourself far more than you have needed to. Okay. And you have put yourself aside, and there's been a sense of frustration, and I feel like something is switching up with you whereby now you're putting yourself first. And it's not selfish to put yourself first. Okay? So that you can be coming through as someone that has this full cup, and with it overflowing, right? That's when you're able to be of true assistance and help to others because you're not sacrificing of yourself. And I feel like now that your priorities have changed or they're changing, and you are kind of working on you in a way where it's like, look, it's my life at the end of the day. I want to live it for me. I'm in control of what I can take control of. And people can say whatever they like to say to try to influence of me in some sort of way, but I'm not going to let them. I'm not going to let them do this anymore. I'm not going to let them try to control every single aspect of my life. My life is my life, and I'm here for a reason. And it's interesting because I feel like my hand is like right on cross of like where my heart is. So you're going to be like saying it from your chest, okay? From a very pure, loving, kind of fair, diplomatic place, that if others were to say to you, look, I don't quite agree with what it is that you're doing, or where you're going, or who you're investing in, or you're going in this direction, blah de blah de blah. You're going to speak from a place of love and go, do you know what? I appreciate whatever it is that you're saying. Your opinion is your opinion, but the opinion of myself is the one that matters the most. And I feel very much that I am on the right track, and I know what I'm doing, and I trust myself in that. And that's what I'm going to do. And you're saying it with your full chest here, like chest out, You're speaking up for yourself, putting boundaries in place, and being kind of like, look, very fair with others. And you're taking the reins of your own life. And this is a big, I'm hearing a big milestone for you actually, because there may have been a tendency in the past for, I'm getting potentially people pleasing, but you're not doing that anymore. You're not doing that anymore. And I feel that you are realizing that everyone has their own path, and everyone will come to terms with what their own path is in their own time. And, others can say whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, it's down to you. And I feel like you've got this sense of acceptance of like, do you know what? I've grown enough to know and trust myself. And I'm ready for the next step in my journey. And if anybody says of anything, I'm very happy to kind of politely, I just heard, put them in their place. So that's also coming across, as well as I feel like there's a strong possibility of getting a new car. Okay. I just heard for some of you learning to drive. Um, if that is significant. There may also be a love connection whereby someone is getting ready to come through to you to express of their feelings. Now, this person may have tried to move on from this connection in the past, okay? But I'm keep hearing that they kept on getting drawn back to you. And they couldn't understand it at first, but now they have the sense of clarity and now they're taking action and they're trying to rejig their life, I just heard, in order for things to be more balanced so that you and this person have a fair shot. If this is something that you truly want with this individual, because I feel like there's a strong reconciliation energy coming through for some of you. Now, if that's not necessarily the case and it's like you're wanting of a new person in your life, there could be somebody new who you meet, okay? Maybe online, or maybe you are just going about your day to day business here. I just heard pop to the shops. So some of you may just be going about your business, going to the local shop to get your food shopping. I'm getting something to do with a car park or something to do with meeting someone in a shop or in a park, or maybe you may meet someone while you're on holiday. There could be like a holiday romance. There could be, I'm hearing blossoming for you. This person may be younger than you, okay? Or if they're not necessarily younger than you, then you're definitely younger than this person. Or there may be an age gap, but if that's not necessarily the case, then I feel that someone, regardless of whether they're new or not, this person is wanting to put their money where their mouth is in regards to this connection, okay? And they're ready and willing to change up their life in order to incorporate you to be more in their life as well. But I feel if you have history with this person, you're definitely going to have questions for them. And there could have been a little bit of um, like intimidating energy from you, but I'm not getting that you're doing this on purpose. I just feel like you're protecting yourself because you have been hurt in the past, and there may have been people that have kind of taken your kindness for weakness or tried to walk over you at certain points here, and so therefore it's like you've had to build these kind of very strong kind of walls around you to protect your energy and your peace for a significant amount of time. You may have been single for a while, but I feel like you've been doing so much healing to the point now whereby your heart is kind of opening up to the idea of giving and receiving love. And well, my voice just got all shaky. Goodness. So I feel like somebody's going to be feeling pretty shaky, nervous to confess of their feelings and wear their heart on their sleeve in regards to you, or you're going to feel equally nervous, but kind of excited on some sort of level because you're finally getting to have an important conversation with someone that has been a long time coming, I'm hearing. There may potentially be other people around you and this person who are not going to be too satisfied, I'm hearing, about you and this person getting together for some reason. Now, there may be no reason at all as to why these people are dissatisfied or kind of feeling a certain type of way. But for some reason, there's something about your connection, especially if it's a very strong emotional, spiritual connection. Obviously, there are karmic energies or what have you that, don't want certain reunions or unions to be taking place, especially if they are of a much higher vibration, okay? Like soulmate, past life, twin flame energy, especially, because obviously it changes everything that goes on to do with, your lives, but also the people around in your lives as well. And certain people don't want certain things to change. They want it to keep going as it is, but they're going to have to accept of these changes. It's going to happen. But they may never come to the sense of acceptance of these changes, and there may be difficult decisions that are needing to be taken here, whereby you're separating, or you or this person or both of you are separating yourselves, cutting off certain people and going off and living your life. There may be periods of time with no contact or very little contact, or there could be just something happens whereby the emotional connection that you had with said person or said persons not be so strong, because certain things come out, as in maybe certain truths or certain feelings or certain secrets. I just heard there's this unveiling. Now, obviously, this is a general reading. Only please take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. But I'm getting the messages I am for a reason. So kind of just, please only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest in regards to your own personal situations here. But there has definitely been someone in your life. I just heard rule the roost, who's been trying to rule the roost in your life. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I heard the word ownership. And that actually really disturbs me. Someone feels entitled, or kind of like they have this sense of ownership over you for some reason. I'm getting codependency energy as well. But you're going to be able to separate yourself from whoever this is, or whatever situation this is, very soon. And I feel like this huge weight. I feel this huge weight off of your shoulders. Yeah. I just got something to do with a spa treatment as well. A spa treatment. You could be going for a spa treatment, or something is revealed to you during a spa treatment, especially if you're doing this with somebody else. I don't know why I've got that. So like a friend or a family member. I'm getting like particularly like a mother-daughter trip or something. I don't know why. But also I'm getting traveling by boat is very significant for someone as well. Something about boat ride. Maybe a ferry. Or there could be plans to travel a lot by water or overseas very soon. Anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on for you today. There was a big array of messages that came through, so obviously only please take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. But we have 111, 1010, 888, 222, 777, 666 may be very significant here, guys. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, strong Cancer coming through. So you could be a Cancer, or with Taurus placements, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, either romantically, or somebody in your life could be a Cancer or has strong Cancer placements. But I am getting, or Cancer season is where something is really switching up for you guys, which is really not long now. Specifically July. Specifically July. Now I'm getting drawn to say the 1st to the 10th of July. Okay, interesting. So, guys, I hope that there were some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated here with you today. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. So thank you so much to those of you who've already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you don't financially donate. There's a wonderful way to energetically donate. I really appreciate it if you like, share, subscribe, comment down below. If you did wish to financially donate, there's a link to a PayPal in the description box below with all the information that you need in regards to that for the channel, and super thanks is listed underneath this video. Bear with me, guys, if I have repeated myself. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know, it feels weird. It's like I just lost myself for a second. Okay, so some of you may feel in the next 7 days, you kind of feel like a little bit lost, or you feel like you've lost yourself in a moment by being really present in something. Anyway, please hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node placements in your birth chart to receive more messages in regard to the current energies for your timeless next 7-day reads. Thank you again for being here, sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.